Welcome back everybody into another daily recap. Today is the 19th of October and we're going to do the recap on dollar, gold, Bitcoin, EuroDollar and GbpJpy. We're going to start with gold and let's see the analysis from the morning. Uh, as you can see already, it didn't actually work out. I was expecting that if price broke above 1775 slash 1776, we would have been an impulsive move up at least 1781, which actually happened for like 60 pips, more or less, even 70. We will look it on the lower time frame, but as you can see here, yeah, for like 60, 70 pips. I was not expecting price to reach this previous price sensitivity area at 1785, which I will show you in a second why it's charted up already. And after that, what we saw, it was already a big impulsive sell-off rejection from this PSA. As you can see also from the high time frame, we are around 50% of a correction of the previous bearish move. So it's possible expected price to get rejected and continue down bearish. As you can see now, I will show you why this PSA is charted up. Is coming from the previous order block lows. As you can see, during September, this was a very strong PSA. As you can see, 1785, 83, 1785. We had multiple rejections at this area, and that's why it's still charted up. As you can see, the bottom of the order block is where price was reacting today, and it was already charted up. Let's jump into the lower time frame, and as you can see, we started from pre-London and London with a bounce of 1776, which was expected because the analysis was done over here, pre-London. We had the bounce up, break and retest, continuation up. As you can see, let me just put it in green, break and a retest on the dot, and then just price making new higher lows, higher highs, break and retest of 1781, a really short scalp, and creating a new sort of price sensitivity area where price got rejected. As you can see here, if even you didn't have 1776 chart up, you already had these previous highs functioning as support as a recent PSA for gold. Then you see another block being created above 1781, but you see that there's no decision, no certainty of the movement, and then you see a break and retest of the lows of the other block slash of the key level 1781, giving you the opportunity for some quick scalps on the opposite side, on the bearish side. And as you can see, it went to retest exactly 1775, 1776, same PSA on the left. And after that, another buy orders collected, another strong correction. We are now into New York. We see a double bottom, we see a break and retest, and then we see price making a new high, trying to make a new high, but still again facing this strong resistance, that is the PSA that I just showed you on the high time frame at 1785 ish. Double top, and from there very strong correction technically on gold with break retest, multiple retest of exactly 1781, finally breaking below this previous PSA, even breaking below 1772, other key level to make new lows and reach 1767-ish price point. After that, prices are just ranging. There's not enough juice, and we are ranging between 1770 1772 key level. So as you can see, the analysis of the buys played out from here for 70 pips. If you retook it during pre-New York, also other 80 pips on the upside. The sells we're not expecting from this high level, so I will not count them. Let's jump into EuroDollar. Which, as I showed you lately, is very much following the exact same path of dollar index. We will see later on. From the morning, we were sort of like gold, taking advantage of the dollar weakness. Already overnight during Asian session, we had a very strong bullish action, break and retesting the key level, and we were sitting here when I made the analysis, and we were expecting either a pullback to the key level for more buys and buy orders, which played out just in the last few hours for like 15 pips, or the breaks above. This is the level 1.1643, 45, and this is 45. 48, sorry. And then they played out for like 20 pips. But let's jump into the lower time frame. Not really liking a lot the price action on euro dollar. As you can see, the multiple bounces of the PSA 1741.16, 45, giving you the opportunity of the buys as pre-planned analysis. Not the cleanest price action, but still making into new highs. Safest buy would have been around here after the break of the last of the highest high, but not really a nice and clean price action. Then the pullback when we had some dollar strength, as you can see, very choppy, just very slowly making its way down the same PSA, a little dip below, a sort of double bottom being created, and another bounce. But still, as you can see, same PSA on the left hand side of the morning. Even though in New York we failed to break and to make new highs. Something that happens usually on gold. We can see the same thing happen here. After multiple failure to make new highs, we have the 5Q candle and the huge sell-off, which we tested exactly as I showed you before on the last few hours, just bouncing off key level and PSA for like 15 pips, more or less for quick scalps, still staying below the PSA. Just quickly showing dollar index. As you can see today, we had the same movement we had from here, starting from the morning. We have some weakness, which as you can see, we showed you on euro dollar strength. And when it gained some strength, you have some choppy weakness. This pullback, which is exactly this pullback, and then just ranging at the lows, as you can see, just ranging above the PSA, exactly as ranging below the PSA on euro dollar. Let's go on GbpJpy. Very bullish price action from the previous week. Today is just the second day that I'm doing analysis on it. As you can see, we had the bounce of the 157 ppl, which gave us more or less 100 pips, because as you can see from the analysis, we were expecting a move down to the either 157 or the PSA at 170, 156.70, and price just stopped here a little bit below the PPL, but as you can see, this could also be charted as a PSA, because we have many hourly candles that over time fail to close below, not necessarily expecting the PPL on the dot, but as you can see very clearly, creating a flat candle body support. Let me just extend you. Okay, and let's jump into the lower time frame. As you can see, we have all the arrows. Let me just remove them. As you can see, from the morning we're sitting around these highs below the PSA. We got bounce of 157, or even better, the PSA, the previous hourly close, and then just price trending bullish, reacting at the PPL, break and retest above, break and retest above, and just impulsive pullback, impulsive pullback, impulsive pullback, up until 100 pips above 158. After that, you see, of course, a normal correction, buyers taking profit, but as you can see, the price is not breaking the structure, so there's no shift in market structure. It's just a healthy pullback after such an aggressive bullish move of over 100 pips, which I remember into for a currency pair, not like a safe haven like gold. 100 pips is not something that happens every single day of the week. So it was a huge move, and it's perfectly normal to see this correction after not even 50%, but after this huge bullish move, it's pretty normal to see this correction on the downside. I just wanted to show you that the yen index is staying flat, but overall, if you zoom out, we are still in a bearish trend. We are just ranging, like happens many times after an impulsive move on the yen index. Let's finish with Bitcoin. This was the analysis of the morning. As you can see, we were here. We were expecting either already break and retest above 62,500, or either a pullback at the key level or at the huge demand area, and then continuation up. This is exactly what happened, and from this level we had around 200 pips, and I will explain you especially why this move happened. Okay, I think I can just do it like this. Where was it? Yeah, this is. Okay. This was the PSA. 22,700 is the key level, more or less. Yeah, exactly. Just a little bit above. There you go. So basically, we stayed into a range between PPLs all London session, just a double bottom at the key level / key level PPL 61,750, on the dot, as you can see, and a bullish action between PPLs for like 75 pips, reacting exactly at the previous highs and reacting exactly at 62,500, which I showed you being a very strong PSA. And from there, another ranging between the PPLs in just a 25 pips range, even with New York. What we were expecting and waiting for was exactly the New York Stock Exchange opening here. Here was New York as a open, and today was day of the release of the first ETF on about Bitcoin. So we had an open lower wick being created, and then very aggressive spike up for like 100 pips overall. This move, very strong rejection, high volatility, sort of double top being created here at the previous highs, and then just we see a deeper correction. So let me just put the colors. So we saw bullish due to the release of the ETF. Was expected the sort of bullish action at the release, but no big optimism, as I said in the Telegram channel, because okay, maybe it was already priced in, and this is why you also see a sell-off. You see here a lot of sell orders were collected, and you see a huge sell-off from the highs. It was like almost 200 pips on the downside, bouncing strongly, and from there just bouncing, reacting at the PPLs, order block being created, the previous PSA, break and retest, and after that just moving bullish, and now we are reaching 94k. We are almost reaching the previous all-time high, which is 64k and something, and but we are very strongly bullish on Bitcoin. As you can see here, price is still moving up, almost reaching the all-time high, which is at this level, so 64,899. But as you can see, you can see here, it played out really well. Very bullish action on Bitcoin, which is showing you also with the trend line. It's very clear. As you can see, we have the first ETFs being traded on the major exchanges. This is it for today, guys. See you next time.